Oh man, I sure do love sitting in my 1996 Mazda Miata. I sure hope I don't get transported to BeamNG Drive in a Hirochi CCF. That would be terrible. Oh no, it has seemed like I have been transported to a Hirochi CCF in BeamNG Drive. Whatever shall I do without my shitbox 1996 Miata?
Mazda Miata.
Anyways, welcome back to BeamNG Drive, where today we're going to be checking out the Hirochi CCF. Now, we're currently in a base model version, so it might not have all the bells and whistles. Everything in this thing is really high detail. This is a very nice trunk. Now, if we go up front, you would expect an inline 4, but it's actually a boxer 4. Which is nice and different. But this engine bay is incredibly detailed, and I'd like to say it's probably one of the most detailed mod engine bays ever. Now, if we close that up and we go into the interior, there is a bunch of stuff in here. Your hazards, engine start stop, and it does have some interior lighting, which I actually didn't notice the first time that I saw this thing. The windows actually roll up and down. And I think this actually might be a first for mod. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we have working windows. It only took us 10 years. And anyways, now the real coolest thing of this mod is the fact that it has an actual working soft top. Now, if you click this off, you actually have to press Control and grab the one of the nodes here. Now, I think it's this one right here to pull it back, but I have accidentally pulled my mirror back like this before. Now, I hate when I'm in my actual Miata and I go to grab the thing to pull the top back. But I accidentally go and I grab the mirror.
Huh?
So I'll show you how this works. I think it's this one right here, and it actually doesn't go back all the way from the interior, so you do have to go outside the car and pull it back, and it does latch in. Now, the model on this thing is actually really complex. There's stuff like, got your undersides, and then the whole like in bucket like tub is shown there for like the interior. All your doors and everything has an incredible amount of modeling put into it. You have like the whole undertray. Now, being based on a Miata, it's not gonna have the most powerful engine there is. This does only have 190 horsepower, which I think is kind of realistic to the actual Miata. Now, like any sane Miata owner should do, you should drop the top and take this thing on some back roads, so we're gonna do just that. Now, it's time to really see if the CCF handles as well as the actual Miata does. Now, unfortunately, I do not know how well a Miata handles because mine hasn't driven in a year, but it does seem like this thing does handle pretty good on the back roads, like a Miata should, because I'm pretty sure that's what they were built for. Either that or old people to drive around town with the top down because, you know. All right, let's spin this around. Very anticlimactically. Now let's see what this does in a 0 to 60. That is kind of slow. Now this should handle pretty well over like the corners and stuff like that, so... Oh shit. Now let's see if we can throw this thing around the sawmill to see if it'll handle some jumps. Do a little jump over the road. Yeehaw, baby. Another jump over the road. Yeehaw, baby. Whew. Okay, that's true. Now we're sitting in the street tuned version, and we'll really see if this thing is tuned for the streets. We'll see if we can slide it around a little bit and see how well it does in the streets of East Coast, USA. Alright, we're now on West Coast, USA on the track, and we'll see how this thing does in a race. Now, hopefully I'll get a good time so I can, by chance, become a Spec Miata driver. This is actually my audition for Spec Miata to see how well I'll do. I'm also going to put this against my the Miata that I made. Now, it might not be very fair because this is a cup car and not a throw together an automation car. And now onto the straightaway. I think this thing does get a max speed of like 140 miles an hour. I'm not sure though, it might be faster. We're not making it there though, this is too slow to do that. But that's the fun part. Having a slow car is fun. That might just be cope, I don't know. I would like to say this thing actually does handle like really well. I'm actually surprised at how well this handled. I thought it would have been a little bit more loose around the track. And surprisingly, it can lock up its brakes, which is kind of cool. A 213, that ain't supercar territory, but that's actually pretty good for around a 200 horsepower Cup Roadster car that literally doesn't have a roof on it. Here we have the Mazda NX6 BSR. I think the BSR stands for really slow, but fun to drive. We'll go ahead and take it around the track and see how it does compared to the Cup car. We already know that both of them are, oh shit. For some reason the rear end on this thing is very willing to slide out, which is weird. I don't remember it being like this, but maybe it was always like that. A 234, that is that's not that good compared to the Cup car. But hey, congrats to the mod creator for making a better two-door sports car than me, I guess. I don't think that's very hard to do. But yeah, guys, that's the Hirochi CCF. Wait, this isn't the Hirochi CCF. This is the Hirochi CCF. Now, if you guys did like this video, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe, as well as comment down below what you think about this car. Do you guys actually think this is the best free mod for BeamNG there is? Let me know. But I think that's going to be about all for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.